We met with the Funko CEO. And we had so much to say.
Yeah, I said, hey, what's up? But before we get started in this video, I'd like to talk about Mischief Ween. Mischief Ween is upon us, and we are celebrating. Any item that you order between now and this coming Sunday, October the 26th at 10 p.m. Eastern, you will get either a trick or a treat on MischiefToys.com. When you purchase any item that's available on MischiefToys.com, we have a handful of figures on the website, and we just put up our collaboration merchandise from New York Comic Con on the website. We have Elder God Mortem t-shirts still left available, and they glow in the dark. There's very few left, so make sure you get yours.
And we also have Haunted Mortem shirts by our friends 7th Inc. We have them both in long sleeve and short sleeve. Go and get yours now over on MischiefToys.com.
We also have an amazing plush promotion happening. If you order any item on the website, not only do you get a trick or a treat, but if you add a plush, any plush that we have on the website right now, you get 30% off the plush. MischiefToys.com.
Mischief Ween will end this Sunday at 10 p.m. Eastern, so make sure you get all of your orders in before that time comes. And during this Sunday's live between 8 and 9 p.m. Eastern, we might have some other extra tricks up our sleeves. Tune in. Just before New York Comic Con 2025, Heather and I reached out to Funko because we wanted to take a tour of their booth like we did over at SDCC, because we really like those guys, and the social media team. Leslie is amazing, and she gave us a really awesome tour. So thank you, Leslie, for that. We appreciate it. But after we sent that message, like days before New York Comic Con, we received another message from Leslie, and this time she was asking if we could meet with the Funko CEO. Okay, so here's where I kind of fucked up, okay? The day that we're supposed to meet this guy was Friday, 10 a.m. But what we failed to remember is that on Thursday, we had Night of Mischief.
Well, I remembered.
Party Chris came out during that.
Party Chris came out, and he came out very hard, and it is impossible.
Whoa, don't tell people I came out hard.
It is impossible to reel Party Chris in. So we were out until about 2 a.m. and then we had to get an Uber.
She's right, I was actually a little hard.
Not in a good way though. He was partying hard.
So we went over to the Funko booth.
Very late.
Lo and behold, Leslie and the CEO.
His name's Josh. We're gonna call him Joshy.
One side story is that we called Josh like the barbecue guy. We said he looks like the type of guy who would barbecue. I think I'm the one who said it. Eventually, Josh sent us an email showing him barbecuing. Never in a billion years did I think that the CEO of Funko would email us proving that whatever we said, there was some like legitimacy to it. He was working on a prime rib, looked pretty good.
Very good looking.
Juicy AF.
Mm-hmm. He knows how to barbecue.
I went out and bought a pair of underpants that say Juicy on the back.
Is he inviting you over for the Juicy barbecue?
No. But when we saw Josh, we wanted to talk to him a little bit about the goings on at Funko. But it's interesting because the conversation started about the barbecuing. And then Heather started critiquing Funko just before my eyes. And
I did not
critiqued it very hard.
I didn't. I said, hi, how are you? It's so good to meet you. And I was going to leave it at that, but Chris had to talk shit.
The funny thing about this is that I didn't actually talk. I let you do all the driving because I knew that Party Chris could come out at any point in time.
Well, then I guess Funko received no critiques that day. Actually, you know what? Sam, he taught me a new word. It's called glazing. I basically just glazed the fuck out of Josh, and I was
What do you mean,
like...
glazed him? What's that supposed to mean?
Glazing means giving someone excessive, insincere praise.
Oh, it says insincere praise.
Which is seen as...
Okay, maybe I wasn't glazing him because...
Okay, glazing means something completely different.
When you are,
in my opinion,
when you are meat riding someone or something.
No, what? Meat riding? I don't like it. He put the phone down.
Okay, maybe I wasn't glazing him. Okay, I was complimenting him.
He was glazing that prime rib. I will say that.
What I was saying, I'm really optimistic. Really happy that you're heading one of our favorite companies, and welcome.
You did glaze him. Holy shit.
Yeah.
One thing that I did mention, although I didn't say a lot, was that it seemed like Funko was doing really great things right now, and that we were excited to see what was coming in the future. I think I pointed out Ellie in hopes that he would tell me that it was me that created Ellie, but it didn't happen. I don't know why, but it didn't.
The people who work at Funko are under heavy NDAs, and I don't think the CEO would ever, like, share any insider knowledge with us.
No.
But I got a really good feeling about him, but I mean, anybody can be nice in person. Before we walked away, we started with barbecue for conversation and we ended with barbecue conversation because I told him that I was surprised that his shoes were so nice. Grillin' men normally wear like Skechers or New Balances.
I
like
pointed that
shoes.
out in the video.
He was wearing like really nice shoes. They can definitely be used for barbecuing, but they were a lot nicer than you'd expect.
What other Funko YouTuber would you expect to do something like we're doing right now? We're not even showing off Funko Pops. We're talking about how this guy's shoes were fucking awesome.
Hello, we're the best fucking Funko YouTube channel in the whole world.
And how we be glazing him.
Meat riding, I think, is when
That's
you're...
disgusting.
Yeah.
I don't want to call anything.
It was on like the first two.
I know, that's just too much. That was very aggressive.
Based off of everything I heard at the convention, which I'll get into in a moment, plus his past at Netflix. He's also worked with Disney. He's been at Nike. Apparently he's like an event guy, which is really awesome because as we know, Mike Becker was the event guy. This year there was a fake fun days. It was like the great value version.
Although people who attended did say that it wasn't bad. They enjoyed it.
Just because it's not bad doesn't mean it's fun days and it deserves the name.
Got it. Let's get off the topic because we talked about this a million times.
Anyway, I see promise in the future based off of his past experience. I got a very good first impression of him, just being a nice person. And I talked to multiple people from Funko, like volunteers and employees, and they all said that he was amazing. And as a matter of fact, the volunteers I spoke to said the difference between him and the last CEO was he took the time to say hello to every single person working the booth.
Oh, that's awesome.
Cynthia never did that.
She didn't glaze anybody?
She didn't glaze
She
anybody.
didn't meat ride anybody, Heather.
No. Except
wow.
you. She touched your butt, remember?
She didn't. I touched hers.
I know you did.
Yeah, I remember talking to one of the guys that built like the Funko booth. He was like a part of that team. He was really great. He seemed to be excited about the new CEO. And then there was Leo, who's the security guy from Funko Hollywood. He was there overseeing things and he seemed really stoked over the new CEO. Leslie seemed to be pretty happy with this new CEO. So I think all around, a lot of positives are happening here.
Yeah.
I think this is a really great outlook for Funko. I'm going to say 6 months from now, Funko is going to look similar to what it used to look like. The excitement is going to be at a height again. We're seeing a lot of that with the LE stuff, which is why I said that to the new CEO, because we are noticing that there's hype. And in fact, we received an email from somebody who has been unable to pick up a couple of the new drops. And my response was, this is great because Funko is actually putting out something that people are trying to go after and people are trying to flip. Something that happened years ago. You don't see that often anymore.
Yeah, and it's really weird as a collector to think that way. We've seen not so great stuff happening over the last few years where this is like exciting to us. Like the idea of having to go after a drop as it happens and not having the mindset of, oh, I'm just gonna wait until it goes on sale is so much fun.
One big decision Funko made this year that I think was a brilliant decision was moving the Funko booth to a different side of New York Comic Con. So here's what I think happened with that. That they left their old footprint, they made a smaller footprint on the other side of the convention center, which then became cheaper for them. The actual booth itself wasn't that big. It wasn't as big as it normally was, but there was a lot of foot traffic around it. They had a very controlled line, and they had a lot of really cool things that were happening there. They had like a little setup for mystery figures that you could buy. Those new little character things.
Yes, we had mixed feelings about it. I don't see them as like the new Funko sodas or anything, but I feel like there's a place for them right now. But after seeing them in person, I think that they're even better than I thought.
The little mystery figures are actually pretty cool. And
I didn't realize that the animal ones are flocked.
they're like flocked and stuff.
Yeah.
They're actually very cool. If you've never seen them in person, I highly recommend checking them out. I highly recommend checking them out when you can find them in person because I think they come out in November. When we were there, one of the artists was set up right there inside that little booth and they drew us some pictures.
Yeah. So Elise was there. She was behind the animal ones and they are so adorable. She drew us these cute little sketches and I love them so much.
Yeah, she actually designed these characters.
Yeah, and not just that, but these go together.
Oh, that's so cool. So here's another thing, Funko, if you're listening or watching. I think doing stuff like this is dynamite.
Yeah.
Having the artists out there and for people to actually meet them, I think that is incredibly important to the brand. And I think it sort of opens the world to who is working behind the scenes at Funko.
I feel like having things like that make Funko look less like a big machine and more like a family.
100% agree. I like the setup. I like the theming of it. My only critique is I wish that the theming included figures that went along with that theming.
Yes, because the Curiosities and Oddities theme was really, really cool, and I wanted to see Pops reflect that, although I feel like we don't really get that, with the exception of like the boxes of fun. Like Heavy Metal Halloween had rocker type Funko characters.
And they also had a bunch of giveaways going on. People were winning like these little shrunken heads,
Yes!
which were really, really cool. And that
They were
went
cool.
along with the whole aesthetic of the booth.
Yeah.
And we actually met a person who was behind all of that. They were part of the building the booth.
Yeah.
But they also made that stuff.
They were handmade.
In like their workshop that they have. I can't remember exactly what they call it, but Funko has like a fun shop thing where they make all these cool things, like the little idol things that they made
Yes.
for fun days. I'm more interested in like the idol and the shrunken heads more than I am of the Funko Pops that they're selling. And I think Funko should lean really hard on all of that. It was really wonderful being at the Funko booth and meeting all the different people who work at Funko and just hearing like their job or what they do and interesting stories behind the scenes. I really enjoyed that. That was one of my favorite parts of New York Comic Con.
Same.
Meeting the CEO, talking to the social media folks, also talking to the guy who was a part of building the booth. I
Yeah.
really liked him. And he had a cool background that Guar was sort of involved. So we're going to send him a Guar figure from Mischief Toys and also a Blacklight poster because it was pretty cool having a conversation with him.
Yeah, he was really nice.
But the Funko CEO was amazing. I really like him. I think that things are going to get better and better. I have really high hopes about this.
Same.
Funko, do not put it into like overdrive. Just slow and steady. Keep doing what you're doing. The LE stuff is killing it. I just cannot wait to see where we are in 6 months to a year from right now. But I think in 6 months, shit's really going to be taking off.
I remember with the last CEO, and the only reason I'm comparing is just because there was one, now they're gone, and now we have Josh. There was a lot of like really harsh things being said because apparently she was CEO when Magic the Gathering, like some weird shit happened with that. Things got really weird over there and a lot of people blamed her. I don't know what we saw from her because she was CEO for such a short period of time. It couldn't have been good if she's no longer CEO.
They cast her out.
So
Yep.
I think it's going to be like night and day.
I'm really happy about this new guy.
Yeah.
I've been glazing them hard. You got a meat ride, Heather. You got a meat ride.
I don't think you should say that to your wife about other people.
We should open up a restaurant called Meat Ride. Actually, open a food truck called Meat Ride.
That's actually brilliant. Before we end this video, I have a package to open from our friend Stacy. I am so excited. I have no idea. She was supposed to be sending me like one thing, which she did. I have that one thing. Can't tell you what it is because it's for you, but I have no idea what the rest of this stuff is in this big box.
Saw these and thought you all would like them since Lego will never officially make them.
Ooh!
Hope you enjoy them, and I'm sure you all can figure out who gets which. Stacy. Oh my god, it's the Spaceballs ship. Oh my god, look at this. That's amazing. I love Spaceballs.
It's the crystal ship.
Oh my god, it's the crystal ship. How cool is that?
That is so great!
These are some great Legos right here. Look at this. Or fake Legos, but they're fantastic.
Oh, okay. So I remember a little bit from this. So she recently went on vacation to the Outer Banks. Stickers and a fridge magnet.
Oh, thank you. Are these like little minifigs? So there's Walt from Breaking Bad. Walt in his underpants. So there's Hank, another variant of Walter White. Two different Jesse figures. And then here's a Saul Goodman, and we're not entirely sure who this character is back here.
Maybe when I put it together, I'll figure out who it is. And then it looks like we each got t-shirts.
Master Bader. That's awesome. This is great, Stacy. Thank you so much for thinking of us. That's so sweet of you.
Thank you so much, Stacy.
All right, what do you think about everything we talked about here about the new Funko CEO, Funko at NYCC, and everything else? We would love to know in the comment section down below. And what do you think about all the stuff that Stacy picked up for us? These are sick. The minifigs are sick. The shirts are sick. Thank you, Stacy. We appreciate you. In every video, we like to shout out to some of our patrons from Patreon. In this video, we'd like to shout out to Nelson Shaner, Amy Richmond, Denver Bow, Adam Rubin, Veronica Knotts, Donald Lomax, Devontae McFarlane, Star Rosas, Marchtech, Dave Adler, Adam and James from Shadow Force Collectibles, Nick Mastramico, Nick, Ryan Drotar, and Nathan Bakken. Thank you guys so much for your continued support. We appreciate all of our patrons. You guys rock. Join up now so you can join our Google Meet call, which will take place tomorrow, Saturday, the 25th of October. At 8 p.m., you can hang out with fellow patrons until 9 p.m. Eastern, and then Heather and I will come on at 9, and we'll hang out for a few hours. We'll do giveaways, show you upcoming Mischief toys things, and much more. We do this every single month with our patrons, and we have an absolute blast. Go and check it out at patreon.com/Gastlecast. We have a lot of New York Comic Con exclusives to give away and much more. It's going to be one hell of a call. We have a lot of behind the scenes conversations to discuss as well. Check it out at patreon.com/Gastlecast. Hit the like button, subscribe button, and the little bell. That way you'll know anytime we go live or post brand new content. You don't want to miss our new content. We have a blast here. Come back and watch us live every Sunday between 8 and 9 p.m. Eastern. All right, that's all we've got for you. Thank you so much for tuning in. We'll see you in the next one.
Bye.